Lou Trevino. Hello and welcome to another player profile and projection. First reliever of the bunch. Lou. Lou Trevino. It's my new thing. You taught me it. Lou Trevino. I don't even know, man. What do we? I got to look at the notes. Lou Trevino. What, he comes over last year in the trade,
and he was really good. And these PPPs are presented to you by SeatGeek. Code Yanks, $20 off your first order with SeatGeek.
Really good. I feel like they used him in weird role.
25 games, a 1.66 ERA. Yeah, by the playoffs it got weird.
I just remember them using Clark over him in a tailor-made Lou Trevino situation.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I don't know, man. The end of last year got weird, especially with the pitching and the bullpen. But, hey, Lou Trevino came over, and if you were someone looking on paper, you were like, what? A reliever from the A's with a 6.47 ERA? I don't want this guy. Obviously, there was more than that. He's a guy who was a reliable reliever for Oakland for a few years, racked up 22 saves in 2021. And then he slotted in our bullpen. Sinker slider. Check, please, says Matt Blake. You know what I'm saying?
He was throwing a lot of pitches. And then the Yankees said, why don't you just throw those good ones?
Throw that good pitch. Throw that good pitch.
I mean, at this point, how come, like, players aren't just seeing what the Yankees and the Rays and the Dodgers are telling relievers to do?
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So
I agree.
If I go to it, last year, when he came to the Yankees in August, they took his sinker, they bumped it from 33% down to 23%. They took his slider and bumped it from 30% up to 40%. And they took his four-seam fastball and bumped it down. He actually brought that one back up. The cutter, he was throwing too many pitches out of the bullpen. Man, oh man. But he was really good. Want to know what they also did to Lou Trevino, Jake?
What's that, Jim?
They gave him a ton of inherited runners.
Yeah, he became that guy.
In his 25 outings with the Yankees, Lou Trevino inherited 28 base runners. That's a crazy amount. It's more like he stranded them at a 75% clip. So 25% of them score. That's not that great. Maybe it was a new role at the beginning or he was trying to figure it out. But, only 1, 2, 3, 4 of the games. Maybe that's a better way to put it. He allowed inherited runners to score 4 out of the 23 or whatever it was. The rest, they were stranded. But, yeah, how many clean innings did they give this guy? What? I mean,
let's see. 1, 2,
10 of the 23 had no base runners. But, 0 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9 outings with the Yankees did he come in clean. And it might not have even been clean. I might be wrong there. I just counted the 0 out. So I don't know how they're going to use him to start the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he became the fireman, which, that's part of the reason the Yankees got rid of Licky.
Only 7 of his 23 was like, start the inning, it's yours, Lou. Otherwise, he was cleanup. Ugh.
He was the fireman. That's why they got rid of Licky, because he looks like a fireman. For Trevino, I guess that's one of the things you circle first. He's a veteran that's been through a lot of stuff, so if the Yankees truly believe in that fireman role, which is an important role to have, but, you'd like to... Guys like a clean sheet. They like having control of their own inning. But are the Yankees going to lean on him in that role? And I guess more so for you and for Yankee fans, will they change from that philosophy at all? I doubt it because I don't think the bullpen's been been one of the main reasons they've faltered in recent years. So yeah, I'd expect Lou to be used in that role. Lou Trevino, I'm surprised that name didn't get a little more love in the Bronx. I think we were hoping for more Lou's, but I think we're starting it now.
I think he was such a disguised reliever. Like usually you trade for a reliever and they get their inning and it's a whole thing.
Right.
And it's like, and he was,
let's see what you got.
he was never the main, he was a sneak attack every time.
Right.
Yeah, it was interesting. He's a ground ball guy. He was down on that from the last 2 years, but still just kind of barely above league average. And I think going to the 2 pitches is going to help that even more. But yeah, I mean, relievers are incredibly volatile, and we've seen Lou be really good, and then numbers got pretty inflated, came over. This is a contract year for him. This is his last year, correct? It was a year and a half. Oh no, they have him for like
he's
a
got
lot.
a bizarre amount of years. Like
Yeah.
The A's did some weird
We're
loophole
missing
in the
something.
system. They have him through
Yeah, I forgot about you. It feels like
2025. Like he's a part of the Yankees pen, but
it feels like he should be.
the other thing that was attached to that, he is making $4 million this year. So like that's for a guy in the bullpen. I know we're used to some Chapman Britton paycheck numbers, but like that's paying a dude in the bullpen. So he's kind of got to be high level for them.
To not on paper not be the 8th or 9th inning guy and get $4 million. Yankees are one of the few teams willing to
Got to
do
be
that.
really good in the 7th. Or the fireman.
No, okay, he's a free agent
This
this
year,
year,
and
next year.
looks like.
So this year and next year, that's what we have him for.
So 2.5 years is what they traded
Yeah,
for.
yeah, 2.5 years.
He kind of got to be good at that number. Otherwise, the Yankees will
Non-tender or
spend
something
$5
like that.
million on another reliever you like.
Yeah,
2 relievers you like.
yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know how they're going to use him. I don't know how to project this guy. I hope that he gets ground outs, and that's a really tough role, like mentally, if he's just another guy's mop-up guy. You know what I mean?
I mean, you either
I
feed
just
off
got-
it or you don't, you know? I mean, there's something pretty badass to be like, all right,
Yeah.
they had to bring me in, huh?
But it seems, see the voice, it sounds tiring.
I'll clean it up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's exhausting. Except when you throw that first ball double play and you go, this was easy.
What else do we got? I mean,
He looks kind of interesting without the beard. He was a beard guy in Oakland. There's more cheeks than you thought. The projections, I mean, with a 55% reliability, my favorite. Flip that coin.
love reliever
For
projections.
a reliever, that's pretty high reliability.
Flip that coin. 3.97 ERA. He closed 9 games for us, 9 saves. Only gave up 6 homers. He faced 256 batters. What do you think about that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Seems like he needs more innings. No, I guess not. If he's in the mop-up role, or not, it's not mop-up, it's cleanup.
Fireman.
Yeah, I think a fireman is usually comes in and strikes everyone out to strand all the runners, and he's like, nah, you're looking for a double play.
You get some punches too.
Gets enough strikeouts for the role. Averages 1 inning.
He was striking out more guys in Oakland, and then the Yankees brought him in a little bit.
Yeah.
Just throw that good pitch. Throw that good pitch.
I wish him the best. I hope he's awesome. I don't know. Kind of a confusing player for me. I need to know how they're going to use him. Stays healthy. I think he deserves his own innings.
Clay, Johnny, Tommy, Wandy, Lou, Ron, King. Hopefully King.
Like King.
Yeah, I don't know. You got to be a guy. Or you have to have that role, and maybe that's just his role. Give everyone else clean innings. Wandy and Lou are the firemen. Wandy can do anything.
Yeah.
Anything he sets his mind to.
Wani can. Well, sometimes if he sets his mind to it, it's actually tougher. Like he's best brainless, like you. You and Wani haven't fought in a while.
Isn't he? You want me to tweet at him?
Yeah.
All right.
Say, what's Lou gonna do?
What's Lou gonna do this year? I'd like some Lou's in the stadium. That would be my one ask.
It's got to become a thing,
Right?
right? Yeah.
I don't know why it wasn't. I feel like we asked for that.
Because he was like an anonymous figure.
But middle of the inning, Lou yells should be badass.
I feel like it wasn't his. Like sometimes
during
we
the
kind
regular
of
season,
started to realize, but it felt like the stadium. He's coming in. Like I don't know.
Who is that?
like during the regular season when they were doing that, it felt like they were sort of just doing it to do it. They weren't embracing that. That's like.
Does it look like they have giant mutton chops?
Is that Trivino? Beard.
Yeah, it's like lighter here, darker. I don't know. If he is that closer, then the stadium needs to adopt it and chant Lou. Like when there's like a runner on and one out before he's warming up. Also, it's just such a position of failure.
Know what I want for him?
Sucks.
My Lou Trevino goal this year is one. Know how there's a couple games every year that it's just like bases loaded, backup relief crew. Like when King came in and saved Chapman that day last year.
King.
I want one of those. I want one of those for Lou.
It's every time.
Bases loaded, 9th inning. Like we're probably about to lose this. You're the only guy ready in the bullpen.
Not to end this on a sour note.
Strikeout, double play.
But everything we're saying,
Lou.
everything we're saying,
Right.
And then the first time this came up in the ALCS, instead of bringing him, they brought in Clark Schmidt. And I thought about that earlier in the episode, and now I'm infuriated all over again. And I'm trying to move on to new things and be excited. And this has flipped me and been like, what the fuck was that?
It's a Yankee problem, not a Lou problem.
It's a Yankee problem, not a Lou problem. But maybe if they bring him in there and he gets the job done, he's getting his Lou chance.
Another victim of the Yankees, not what you're talking about. 6'5". And Lou Trevino doesn't even register as a big boy on the Yanks.
He's 6'5".
Wow. I truly would have been like, oh, he's listed 6 foot. Keep it moving.
He's not
He's
6'5".
He's a big boy.
All right, we got to go measure Lou.
We got to get him in here.
We're out. We're going to measure Lou. See you guys next time. It's episode a day every day until opening day. Player profile projection.
What are we measuring Lou on? His height.
Subscribe all over. Goodbye.